Alright, let's do Trini. Whose counterpart in the Sentai is actually a boy. Interestingly enough. Whoa. Nope. Pretty sure Trini is just a different skin Kimberly, but what can we really expect them to be doing, guys? You know what this game really missed out on? Multiplayer. This game would have been great with multiplayer. I mean, how often do the Rangers actually take on like a monster on their own? Never. How often? Except for that time when like Tommy fought Goldar and Jason fought Goldar. Everybody fought Goldar. But that was for their powers back, man. They had to fight Goldar. This is like, hey, I'll go fight the head monster and avoid lasers, because I'm really good at doing that. I might die. This could be my first death in this game. I really hope the Morph is coming up sooner, like I am. There we go. Health add-on goes a turkey leg. Alright, I made a comment earlier about the music in this game being good. I think I lied. It's not bad. It's just not my favorite. I can break any door, cause I'm a Yellow Ranger. Where am I at? Why am I in a mansion? I'm assuming I'm in a mansion. None of these scenarios are really making... Oh, the sewer made sense for the eye monster, but like... Yeah, I'm in like a broken out hotel, and I don't understand why. I feel like this probably has something more to do once again with the Sentai. Like this would have made more fun. I'm wondering if there's like hidden cutscenes that they just took out for the American version. They're like, whatever, kids aren't going to understand this. And it's true. We wouldn't have. I still don't understand this game. I also don't understand how they have throwing knives now. Jump and punch, jump and punch, jump and jump and jump and punch. Yes! It's Morphin time! Ooh, a Genie Wolf Man monster power. Fandangler. You know what'd be awesome is like right there they were like boss fight now. Night Trini, reach is not your strong suit. Alright. Avoid things that are gonna kill me. I'm guessing also parties are gonna come soon. Yeah, these puzzles are getting intense. I think at the end there's gonna be a boss rush mode. That would be pretty lame. Or awesome. I haven't decided yet. Boss rush! I'm gonna jump right into your full fire. Upsies! Ooh, is this gonna be health quiz? I don't need that. I think just money and they're out. Man, he's such a jerk. Oh, that makes it sound like I'm referring to a needle, but I was referring to that little rolling ball of tank spikes. Once again, I don't think they were actually thinking about like the skinning of these characters because they're all just wearing the same outfit. I mean, essentially that's a power character, but I mean, they were supposed to have like different shaped heads and stuff. So I guess that's what bothers me. And real guns, wow. They really don't want me to go up this place. I don't even know where I'm going. Good thing I'm on a linear path. This would be a horrible open world game. All three of them click. That seems like the American thing to do. Throw them off a cliff and see if they can breed. Bleed. I was gonna say breathe and bleed at the same time, so breed ended up coming out. See if the monsters you're fighting can breed. Oh hey, if you're throwing something and then Iron Ritter is falling on you, you won't get hurt. Life lesson, kids. There's my bomb that I don't need. This game would have benefited greatly from the use of points, like for getting extra things. Like extra bombs that you didn't need, stuff like that. Then you could have compared to your friends like, yeah, you beat it with that many points, well I beat it with this many points. Holy crap. I cannot believe right now that's what just killed me. I'm really embarrassed. I just jumped off an edge. Wasn't even that hard of an edge. It's just there. Alright, let's not be an idiot this time, shall we? Yeah, that's a pretty good idea! Yeah, not be an idiot! Yeah. I'm like a ninja. Or like a Power Ranger or something. See, the problem last time is I thought I didn't jump far enough, so I tried to overcompensate. And then I overjumped on the overcompensation part. And I did not block that right. There we go. Alright, let's not be super cheap, shall we? Can you please come up here and fight me? Thank you. Oh, it took me forever. That's very annoying. You hear that? You're annoying, Ellie. Ow. I'm gonna jump right into the way of the airborne attack. Well, that seems like a good idea, guys. Alright, well that was our first ever mini-boss. Maybe a giant sphinx head laser, because none of this makes any sense. It's making less sense as I go on. Still in the skies? I don't know what's going on. Ooh, boss fight. Alright, just get to him before he can send out a monster, and I will defeat him quickly. Really? Wow, that was depressing. That was legitimately, like, made me sad. I guess it's time for the Zack Man, because it's the only character I haven't played yet. Grade 5 just got so intense. The music just got intense. Awesome, so when I'm in the middle of a fight animation, the electric attacks won't hurt me, which is awesome. Sorry if I don't talk sometimes, I just... There's only so much commentary I can do for this game. Punch, 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 punch. Ooh, now there's one with swords. Should have played as Jason, would be a sword fight. Alright, the more I listen to this, more I'm digging this soundtrack for this level. Last levels wasn't very good. I did not enjoy it very much. It's kind of annoying. It grated on me a little bit. I stopped running at the top of that hill because I thought, like, I accidentally, I guess, left clicked to let go of the arrow with the button on the controller. I thought it was stopping, being like, either A, freeze, or B, I did something wrong, or I thought I was gonna have already get to the boss and more. It seemed really early for that part of it. I'm gonna be like this, buddies. Can we just be friends? I just want to teach you how to dance. You should dance with me. Look at my little front hand spin, probably with death doom going down. Whoa, what are you? You're a ninja. Bones with swords aren't very hard, but they have swords. They have reach. I think part 2 of it really will have the same music. I don't know if that's something I should have been noticing, but I think part 2 of it will have the same music. No idea why he just jumped backwards right there. You're a horrible Power Ranger. That's what I imagine Power Ranger fans are yelling at me right now. You're a disgrace to a franchise! I hold this dearly! I mean, I only like Power Rangers as a friend. I mean, I'll still watch it occasionally and stuff like that. Like, I've actually probably actively watched more Sentai than Power Rangers lately. Just because it's kind of entertaining. Ooh. Alright. The epic laser attack. Much more dangerous than the not as epic laser attack. And it's very quick, and it's very annoying. Oh man, Disney would not approve of the use of these guns. So I guess, like in the Power Rangers series, they used a lot more lasers than they did fist fights, like later in the series. So when you get to, you know, the newer ones that Disney was running. Whoa! Like a mechanized control center now. Love giving a like description of wearing that as though like some people are not watching and like, you know. During the audio version of this video, we will be discussing the different rooms that our hero falls into. Right now he's in a control room with computer screens. They seem to be black with the green coat on them, meaning they're probably not like that newer system. My computer is probably more powerful than these ones that are taking up this entire room. Yes. Man, Power Rangers do so much property damage. I mean, it's in the good of helping the entire city and stuff like that. Oh man, do they not have to like pay the bills or something? Because the city just pays for it and they're like, we don't know who these Power Rangers are, but they destroy half the town and then... But I mean, most of the time get thrown into it. Just thought it'd be interesting. That was an interesting point. They destroy a lot. A lot of things get destroyed because of Power Rangers. There's nothing left. Holy crap. Alright, I'll make sure to not be down there when that sound's going on. Pretty epic laser beam. That's an almost over needed, not as needed as it seems laser. I think it needs like dancing to the laser beam. It's like early dubstep. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, I went through it last time. Make me look like an idiot. You walked right into it. Fools. If you don't destroy the giant laser, you're gonna have a bad day. hope I'm getting close to the end boss here. This is the downside to blind playthroughs. It's not always the greatest game in the world. I mean, not that this is a bad game by any means, but also not like this is the best game in the world either. And I mean, as far as side-scrolling beat-em-ups go, it's not bad, but it could have been a lot better. And once again, I do understand it was made for little kids. So before you're like, John, you're being way too critical of this game, and then be like, I'm still playing it. Hey, you didn't hit me. Die. I just want you to die. And then I will take off your mask and we will reveal you. Oh, wrong. Good show, sorry. You killed the ninja. Want some hot ninja action. Wait, is that... Are we doing like a morphing sequence, or was that actually the end of the game here? Because kind of looked like it. 5 levels, 5 rangers. Man, the Megazord! Ooh, do I get to play as the Megazord now? Because that would be awesome. Yep, I do. Awesome. Ooh, we just introduced like a whole new mechanic. It was much more fun, actually. Crazy. Kind of difficult to defeat. It looks like I'm doing more damage than I think I'm doing. Alright. It's like I just turned it into the fighting game that I just finished playing. Like, it's like this hall was just like a lead into a fighting game. Yeah! Finish him! Ooh, it even has the cool epic I'm gonna blow this up behind your back thing. 2596. Ooh, now I'm on the move. Who am I fighting now? Ooh, that is definitely something from the Sentai. Yep. All the times when we were unnerved, that was definitely just them being like, let's make this American. Just putting the skins over it. Kidding me. No! A lot of these sound effects sound like Actraiser. I just thought I would point that out. Finish him! Okay, maybe not. So I don't get to finish him. Ooh, now he's like Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan thing. That explains why I was so busy to eat. Easy to eat. That explains why I was so busy to eat the first time. Because now he's a Super Saiyan. Oh no! Megazord! What? Game over after one? I guess I want to continue. No, I just want to quit right there. Alright, let's try this again. That actually kinda hurt, buddy. Finish him! Oh man, this is not working out well for me. What if the game just decided, like, you know that game you've been playing this entire time? Well, the rest of the game's not gonna be anything like it. I'm going to stop him from hitting me for another 5 minutes. Nope. Alright. I imagine this is the most fun any of you guys have ever had. Just watching me play this. So what I've learned from my last few battles is the most effective shot I have is that one. Everything else is useless. Because you pretty much can't dodge it, and it recharges quickly, and it's a ranged attack. Megazord just looks like a pissed off 6th grader and he's kicking. I'm so powerful, I'm the lock your attack, yo. Hopefully this is gonna be like the fighting game too, where I get to the end and I'm like, oh yeah, I won. And they're like, play on hard mode to get the real ending. And it ends up the only real thing. I looked it up. I'm not gonna play through on hard mode because the thing you get is Ivan Ooze as a playable character in multiplayer. Not worth it. I feel like a 7-year-old. Just disappointed and distraught, but determined. Oh my gosh. If I would have lost right there, I would have just like cried. But I'm like, it's over. I'm done. This game cheats. But I did it. With a lack of commentary because I was actually concentrating on what I was doing for 5 seconds. Ooh, this music sounds all sorts of victory, and I'm on a beach. I hope that was it. What is up with Billy? What's up with Zach's face? Just like fist pumping. We're in Jersey, aren't we? Oh, the sun's setting on our heroes. Well, that was fun. That was actually pretty fun. Up until that last fight there. Sorry, I had to sit through that. Other than that, this was a wonderful time playing this game. Ooh, we get to watch everybody. We watch Zach do his